Yo, what's going on YouTube? So today TypeSoul is supposed to be releasing, and they've already released the Hell update log, so we're going to get straight into that. So first off, Hell are areas that could potentially result in a data loss / data lock. A life system is in Hell. Your soul wisp represents your lives. Running out of lives means your character is stuck in purgatory. Whatever specific character is locked, you can fight yourself to set it free. The stronger you are, the stronger fighting yourself is. Every time you beat yourself, it will keep multiplying. So if you beat it once, you have to beat 2 of yourself, and so on. Buying the dev product will restore you back to life without you needing to fight yourself, and will reset your fight back to just 1 NPC. This dev product can be bought infinitely, however you need to buy it each time you would like to restore your slot. The only way to lose lives is to other players. Dying to environmental hazards, mobs, or by other means will not take a life from you. PvP is the only way to lose a life. To gain a life back, simply kill a Hell mob. This will instantly restore 1 of your lives back. Anywhere where you have a wisp is considered a Hell area, so if you have a wisp, yes, you are in danger of being wiped if you die to a player. If you reroll your element once, you restart your true form quest entirely from your 3rd stage. This will reset your true form progression for your true Shikai, partial Shrift, and true Bankai, true Segunda, and your Sklavre. You will need to do the quest each time if you want to get another elemental true form. Calling game / battle royale. We have decided to make these rotational. They each have their own rewards and loopholes, which will all be listed whenever the battle pass ends. They will swap. There's no crafting. Crafting has a unique layout. Think like Minecraft. When crafting, you need to put the items in their specific positions. If the items that you put in do not end up being the correct combination, it fails. You can craft items, skills, and important artifacts needed to do specific things. Balancing. Quincies have defense / damage, but their sub-mode doesn't heal anymore. They also have to pick between having a cybernetic and a Let's. They cannot use both. Let Steal no longer heals. Either choose not having Let's and having a cybernetic, or get Let's and have a stat buff and your variant, but no health pack from Let's. Heal 2 Shrift moves. So Reapers got Visored. Heal / health pack reduced from 50 to 15. Shikai Stasis has its debuff back, reducing your Shikai damage by 10%. They get no innate passive or defense without Visored, so they keep their 3 moves because the squishiest. Ronkars have highest defense innately out of all races by hero, 15%, Aceropath, Acero Ascuris, and a passive Vasto variant. However, have 1 partial now. All races have 3% Ray regen innately. Nothing else should give Ray regen at all, not even accessories. The good thing about these nerfs are that buffs can occur more often to specific things, but this change is final. There's new NPCs in nearly every realm now, giving hints about new quests or obtainable things. If you had something you were not supposed to have, it automatically removes it from you. If this problem persists and you keep being kicked, please make it take it. Compensation for hybrid, you will be given an item upon joining the game if you did have hybrid. Added Soul Bundle and Solian Bundle mainly for new players. It's a starter pack dev product that you can only use once. Content 1. Hellverse, the highway to hell. Avoid the cleaner, find the crystals, defeat the guardian. Ring 1, a hardcore PvP realm consisting of new raids and quests and mobs. Insanely dangerous but highly rewarding. Loot boxes also drop from these. Raids. King of the Hill, self-explanatory. King's Gambit, a random person is chosen to be the king, kill this player to win the raid. If the time ends / they aren't killed in time, someone else is chosen. Fragment, type Soul CC raid returns. A Ronkars must defend and make sure the point doesn't go up. Quincies and Soul Reapers can stay on the point to spawn the fragment, take the fragment to your fraction zone, and win. Ring 2, a sea of never-ending screams and death. Ring 3, whatever this is, it ends now. The maze, scary, but there's secrets. The library, a Verena, ? Purgatory, ... Have fun. New race, Fullbringer. Each bringer has a unique second form trial. Good luck. Everyone is given a free slot for Fullbringer. Time tells no lies, legendary. Dollhouse, rare. Zangetsu, legendary. Devil's Arm, common. Book of the End, mythical. Chess, mythical. New elements reworks. Devil Segunda, Inihime Shikai and Bankai, Almighty Shrift and Volt, Nimble Shrift and Volt, Overkill Shrift and Volt, and Spirit Segunda. Now the calling games, faction-based game mode consisting of up to 10 people per team. Each team member is worth a certain amount of points depending how strong you are overall. Takes Visored, Let's, Vasto, Bankai, and True Bankai into account. Grouping players gives you points. Use these points in the shop to control the battlefield. The team with the most points at the end wins the game. Crafting. You can now use items in your inventory to craft specific items that turn into new accessories that have special properties or passive, or skills that can modify your playstyle. Using a blue pill removes the effects of any modified skill. Soul Wars, a casual and competitive PvP mode containing builds and characters from Type Soul's lore and new ones, with various different ways to compete against enemy guilds containing a roster of over 20 characters, 6 DLC characters, and 1 battle pass character. Raid to Bomb. A casual 4v4 game mode, one team gets a bomb and the other one uses to defuse the bomb. Conquest. There's no description for this. Rotational Battle Royale. Now has its own loophole and has been tweaked a bit. Additionally, it now has a battle pass you can now work towards. Adult Nell is now the bank. Our current town visual revamp and overhaul. There's now a Fullbringer homeworld. AFK World now drops cosmetics, but it can additionally and potentially drop emotes, weapon skin rolls, eye rerolls, eye color rerolls, mouth rerolls, face rerolls, flash step rerolls, flash step color rerolls, my apologies, locked weapon reroll, locked clan reroll, locked element reroll, skill box, Hogyoku fragment, and true hogs. Ranked / clan wars reworked. Ranked and clan wars have been combined into one. Ranked points have been removed, rewards are given when a match ends and is won. Clan wars has a separate loot pool, rewards are given when the match ends and is won. Medic rework / huge changes. Some SP costs are moved around / changed. Medic reworked, Ryatsu transfer reworked, Metal Rod is a new move, Throwing Rods is a new move, Jailing Rods is a new move, Organ Displacement new move, Ryatsu push new move, Ryatsu pool new move, Doctor's Accomplice new move, Encompass new move, Leap reworked sort of, Master Surgeon new move, Operation new move, Bala Anchor new move, a Ronkar exclusive, Self Surgery new move, Weapon Surgery new move. Content 2. Soul Vows. Vows are obtainable passives you can put on your build, sacrificing one thing to gain another. Vow Potential. You vow to fight to your fullest potential. When combat tags start the fight with a 15% debuff in all stats, taking damage, dealing damage, parrying, dodging will gradually build an aura on your body. Your stats scale with the aura. When your aura is finally maxed, gain a 10% buff in all stats. Over 10 plus rollable themes / musics you can roll with this vow. The music scales with the vow, so it starts off slow, and once your music is at a normal pace, that's how you know it's max. Without the music, there's also an audio cue. Vow of Fist. When in combat, reaching a certain damage threshold will allow you to tap into the inner gates. As you tap into more gates and your health drains, however, your damage increases. You cannot use your sub mode with this vow, and it doesn't work in Bankai Res / Volt. And this is a Hakuda only. Vow of Luck. Reaching a certain damage threshold and landing an attack will cost 2 things to occur randomly. Bankrupt. Lose a lot of Ryatsu. Jackpot. Any attack landed deal 5% more damage. Any attack landed deals 5% more damage than what the attack initially would have done. Getting 3 jackpots in a row will cause you to go into jackpot mode and healing you a decent amount and giving you infinite Ryatsu for the entire duration of the song. Vow of Sacrifice. Gain a spirit of yourself that will do moves after specific moves you've done. You cannot use your sub mode with this vow. Has a global cooldown of 8 seconds. All moves from your clone have reduced posture and reduced damage. So here are the moves that change when you use the Vow of Sacrifice. Air Hakuda. Landing Rising Shot will cause Spirit to Rising Shot again behind the opponent. 360 blockable. Landing a Catching Dragon will cause Spirit to Rising Shot the opponent. Landing Tora Reach will summon a spirit behind the opponent to Spine Rend. Landing Air Negation will summon your spirit to Air Death Flare again afterwards, doing reduced damage and posture. Landing Whirlwind Step will spawn your inner spirit to appear behind your opponent toward reaching them. Landing Spine Rend on the ground will summon a spirit to appear behind the opponent and do Death Flare on the ground. Works in the air. I'm not gonna lie. Akita is already annoying, bro. What is this? This is crazy, man. Bro, you're gonna legit have a Gojo clone. Kendo. Landing Thrust causes a spirit to do Sukiwari. Landing Senmai Roshi will allow a spirit to appear and do Splitgate. Landing Bisection will cause your inner spirit to spawn and rise and swallow your opponent in your direction. Landing Vertical Down will automatically make a spirit appear to Splitgate. Landing an Overpowering Slash will summon a spirit to Splitgate. Landing Delayed Crossings will summon a spirit to Senmai Roshi. Speed. Landing Flash Cut will spawn another spirit to Flash Cut again afterwards. Landing Sonito Break will spawn a spirit to Flash Fake Out. Landing Floating Strikes will spawn a spirit to Spectre Step you. Landing Fast Fang will spawn a spirit to Floating Strikes you after. Landing Waterfall Dance will spawn Spectre Step. Landing Spectre Step will spawn a Flash Cut. There are new bosses: Yororichi, Bamboo Hatmin, and Virgil. The Holy Sword Excalibur. The Holy Sword, exclusive only to Quincy, can only be wielded by one Quincy out of the entire game. Wow. The Chosen One can be lost if its conditions aren't met to keep the weapon. Quincy only. Requirement / quest to draw the blade. Weapon is not stat locked, however, it cannot be used with Hakuda. Double Trigger. New obtainable that will replace your sub-mode, upgrading your Yamato crit while you're in the form. Soul Reaper, Judgment Cut, Arrancar, Judgment Cut End, Quincy, auto-tracking sword stuff. Ancient Vasakar. New obtainable racial path for Arrancars only. Has its own questline / requirements. Gain unlimited Hyero that will never run out. If you lose your Vasto variant, you lose your Vasto variant. If guard broken, let out a roar of primal rage that will guard break the enemy instead. Very long cooldown. Other secret passive / abilities you can find out for yourself. Content 3. Press H for your clan's special ability if it has one. New clan stats. Soul Reaper, Mythical 1% Sosose, 10 HP, 8 Posture, 10 Ryatsu, 5% increased mode duration, 7% increased visor duration. Shihuin, 20 HP, 20 Ryatsu, 15 Posture. Legendary 3%, Urahara, 15 HP, 5 Posture, 5 Ryatsu, 3% increased mode duration. Yamamoto, 25 HP, 20 Ryatsu. Iyosube, 5 HP, 3 Posture, 3 Ryatsu, 3% increased mode duration. Zaraki, 15 HP, 15 Posture, 5 Ryatsu. Chitara, 20 HP, 10 Posture, 15 Ryatsu. Sona Yashiro, 25 HP, 15 Posture, 15 Ryatsu. Arrancars, Mythical 1%, Ikamiki Domo, I think is how you say it. 15 HP, 10 Posture, 5 Ryatsu, 5% increased mode duration. Legendary 3% Stark, 15 HP, 15 Posture, 5 Ryatsu, 3% increased mode duration. Odell Schwenk, 20 HP, 15 Posture, 20 Ryatsu. Lewisine Barn, 15 HP, 5 Posture, 15 Ryatsu. Jaegerquez, 15 HP, 15 Posture, 5 Ryatsu. Cypher, 15 HP, 15 Ryatsu, 3% increased mode duration. Quincy's, Mythical, Ishida, 10 HP, 10 Posture, 5% increased mode duration, 5% increased Let's duration. Kurosaki, 15 HP, 5% Posture, 15% Ryatsu, 10% increased Let's duration. Legendary 3%. Do, 5 Posture, 5 Ryatsu. Valkyrie, 10 HP, 15 Posture, 5% increased mode duration. B, 25 HP, 15 Posture, 5 Ryatsu. Arc Just, 5 HP, 5 Posture, 10 Ryatsu, 3% increased mode duration. Levar, 10 HP, 15 Posture, 20 Ryatsu. Clan passes. Sosose, Enlightenment. Taking an attack 2 times will trigger you to adapt to it and will have some defense against that attack for the next 5 minutes. Legendary 3%. Urahara, Blood Pact. Consume HP or blood for a little speed boost and Ray Pack. Yamamoto. It's being changed right now. Yosube. Nameless Wave. Throw out a wave of ink out of your hands. If landed on anyone, it censors half of their name and their Ray regen is reduced by 15%. By 50%, I mean. Zaraki. Killing Intent. People you hit have a longer combat tag duration. You do more damage the longer you fight. Max is 5%. Chitara. Keto Perfection. The more keto points you have, the slightly higher Ray regen you get. Suna Yashiro. Analytical Expert. Can briefly see the Ryatsu of everyone around you for 5 seconds. Chihuin. God of Thunder. Description. Faster flash steps. Arrancar. Ikomiki Dome. Supreme King. When someone deals 150 damage to you, their heart starts to beat while their screen turns slightly red. Ray regen reduced and all healings halved. Legendary 3%. Stark. Sarah Connoisseur. Slightly raised all Sarah scalings. Aldish Schwenk. Ryatsu Detection. Move with cooldown, can press to see where everyone is on the map by red highlights. Doesn't show the name. Lewisine Barn. Enhanced Hyero plus 5 Hyero. If Hyero variant, then no extra Hyero and 2.5% defense. Jaegerquez. Will of the King. Does cool animation / screams, gains slight speed boost and damage boost. Cypher. Powered Bala. Bala gets a higher cooldown, but now it auto tracks. Quincy's. Ishida. Reishi Dominance. When you run a Ryatsu, you get a 10% Ryatsu pack. High cooldown. Kurosaki. Savior. When below 50% Ryatsu, you gain a glowing blue aura and slight buffs. Legendary 3%. Do. Iron Tank. 10% chance to tank 80% of incoming damage. Valkyrie. Miraculous Convenience. 50% defense pin when below 50% HP. 5% defense when below 50% Ray. E is still currently being changed. Arc Just. Skill Perfection. After 3 skills used, refresh one of the 3 skills CDs completely. Levar. Death Perfection. Dying doesn't give anyone a health pack. The more combat tags you have on you, the more defense you have. Anti-gank. Doesn't work with party members. Wow, that's actually pretty cool, and I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so here are the Fullbringer clans that are gonna come out with Fullbringer. We got Ubuginu, 6% increased mode duration, 8 Posture, 20 HP, 10 Ryatsu. Orihime, 10 Ryatsu, 5 HP. Sado, 10 Posture, 15 HP, 5 Ryatsu. Ginjo, 15% increased mode duration, 15 Posture, 15 HP. Tsukishima, 9% increased mode duration, 5 Posture, 5 Ryatsu, 15 HP. Michibane, 7% increased mode duration, 25 HP, 20 Ryatsu. Clan passives. Ubuginu, rewarded by perfection, dealing a certain amount of damage without being hit makes your next skill cost no Ryatsu. Legendary, Orihime, one last miracle, escape death once with a slight heal over time. Sato, posture regeneration, regenerate posture over time. Ginjo, when hitting a player you steal their Ryatsu, amounts depend on the amount they currently have. Tsukishina, amnesia. Each time you deal a certain amount of damage to someone, you make them forget a random toolbar move in their inventory for some time. Michibane, reliance, when someone in your party gets knocked, you get a speed and damage boost for a minute. Fullbringer Keto, Bringer Sense, Reishi Spike, Reishi Clap, Orphan, Ceiling Palm, and Bringer Step. True modes: True Shigai, True Shift, True Partial, True Bankai, Scalabre, Segunda, the strongest and the pinnacle of spiritual pressure. When you use your second form, you can optionally press Control J again to pop True. Upon popping True within 3 seconds, someone else, if they pop True and are near you, can clash with you. If this occurs, you will place their True form on cooldown. It is advised you only clash if you know you will win it. Shinigami True Form, True Bankai are mainly focused around barrier domain types. They spawn domains that buff their moves or give them completely new moves or passives depending on what True Form you're using. Ash, Berserk, Blood, Confusion, Creation, Duality, Fire, Flower, Ice, Ink, Judgment, Lightning, Poison, Shadow, Snow, Suzume Bachi, Theater, Weight, Wind, Water, Shinso, Kyoikyo Seigetsu, and Zangetsu. True Forms, True Segundas are mainly focused around barrier-less environmental types. They are not limited to a barrier or a domain, and their modes and moves and passives affect the surrounding areas. Versatile in any scenario. Vampire, Arrogante, Stark, Storm, Volcanica, Acid, Bone, Shark, Phoenix, and Slash. Quincy, True Form, Slavrai, are mainly focused around advantage gimmick barrierless domain types. These modes are very dangerous as some modes completely change the tide of the fight altogether. Jack of all trades. Some require certain preparations or critical thinking. Balance, Explode, Fear, Heat, Power, Royal, Thunderbolt, Zombie, Superstar, Miracle, Gluttony, Wind, Compulsory, Iron, Visionary, Death Dealing, and Axis. So that is going to wrap this update video up for today. I do have to say I am liking the way it looks. I hope the game does come out today like they say it's going to. But if it does, I'll for sure be getting a video out on that. Everything looks fun now. I mean, the vows. I mean, there's a new Fullbringer. There's a new Shikais and stuff. I mean, it is looking pretty cold. And hopefully these balancing updates make the game a lot more fun and just not one-sided. And all 3 races have been nerfed / buffed to basically be on par with each other, as it says in the patch notes. So yeah, I do hope this game is going to be good today. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know. If this was helpful, let me know. Thank you for watching.